Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Red 80. Mike, 55.
Hey, Delta.
In the middle, 55. Think you gonna get this, boy? Red 80. You think you gonna get this?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Think you gonna get this?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
We're gonna sign. Red 80. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
That's a good shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the back and watch the lady. Check 37.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
They're going to sign. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check three. Check three. Check three. Check. 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 Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
On first down, Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Check. 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 Check.
Darnold from the red zone now. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Red 80. Set the turn.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenneth Dixon. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action. It's Rosen.
Come on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
SOS.
And he's going to go down again. Steve McClendon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But someone came to play today.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Here we go.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Check him out. Check the call. Hug. Flare. Alert. Flare. Monday.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Oh, lady. Oh, lady. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam.
Here's Darnold.
Tackles.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 54 is Mike. 54.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What you got?
Here's the Jets punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
3 down. 180. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development. Be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it's caught by Parker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Nice, sweetheart. He's crashing.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Darnold from the gun. And he finds his man Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Mike 54. Hey, pick your man, 80.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Double up.
Here's Bell.
He's coming, double up.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks.
54.
On first down, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, here I come.
On first down, Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rosen will throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check Mike 54. Hug. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Buzz. Right there. What do you got? Right there.
Now Rosen.
Watch the slant.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert.
57.
Again, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
54. Hey, seam 6. 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ricky.
The lady.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Baby, you see it all day.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Pick.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rosen now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hug, Monday.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. 57's Mike.
80.
Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen.
Watch the edge.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
54, right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 180. 57. Come on, boy. Hey, quarter. Be ready.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the 6. Monday.
To throw is Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. Throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
There we go.
Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come. Bravo. 180.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Bell a first down and then some. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Quarter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Let's go.
A gain of 14.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180. 57.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. That's caught by Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
180. Hey, check. Switch. Monday.
Now it's Rosen. There, this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Darnold on first down. Noodle's got it, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
What do you got?
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
You lady. Don't let him break.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move,
and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Steve McClendon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Travel.
And the Jets. First down. 1st and 10.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10.
Real side.
21-yard
Red 80. Yeah.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Let's go.
Caught here by Griffin. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Red 80.
Check 31. Check 31. Deuce.
Go 80.
Check 4. Wide. Get wide.
Wide safety creep. Wide safety creep.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Dolphins.
Mike, 180.
Check, 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 check.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's what I'm talking about.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They go counter with Howard.
I smell fear in that offense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.